Sister Dorothy came with a whole hair and makeup. Mia never told us her age. Karen is shady without being shady. And you know, Michael ain't slick. Wendy had the best outfit. We can't lose Giselle. This is Dorothy's show. I was so happy for little Candace. Think big, Robin. Mia's mom doesn't know how to fit in. When does business stop? Because it's not gonna stop in the bedroom. He was proud of Candace, looking like she was going to a PTA meeting. And one, scared money don't make no money. You are your mother's child. I need a black love interest because I know who my audience is. I left work right away, sweetie, to come to this video shoot. Business plan? Did Robin say she makes $60K in a week from Embellish? You work for me. What Mia needs is a mom. How do you slow down? She needs the love of her dad, which is probably why she married an older man too, but that's neither here nor there. What up, guys? It's your girl from Brazil with Love, here to give you another recap for the Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 6, Episode 11, No Business Like Shady Business. Honestly, I don't know why it was called this. I mean, I guess I kind of do, but this should have been like the family episode. This had everything to do with kids, husbands, moms, mom figures, shady moms, and then Candace's video, which I guess that works because Dorothy is a shady mom, so that throws it in there too. If you guys do not know me and it is your first time here, first of all, welcome. Secondly, please, if you enjoy the video, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell. Make sure you know when all of these are coming. I actually started, did you guys notice last week I started doing the shorts? And shorts are actually bringing in a lot of views. Well, some views. Really, that's Zach and the Beast. But shorts are bringing in some views to preview the video. So I thought that was new and exciting. Hopefully, if you guys came from shorts, like, welcome. For everyone else, and if this is your first time seeing me, we do Real Housewives of Potomac, Married at First Sight, Insecure, and sprinkles of Big Brother. I am not caught up, so please do not spoil. That's another thing. We don't spoil on this page. Everything is the true blue reactions from the most recent episode. So y'all, without further ado, let's get to it. Let's start with the kids. Now, Grace, you growing up right before our eyes, but this was a mess. Okay, this whole scene. First of all, sis, it took 5 times. I know I said in my past video, like, don't worry about that. Girl, 5? That driving scene was hilarious. My favorite part was when Shorty said, how do you slow down? Like it was a bike or something and you had to kick your pedals back or put your foot on the ground. Like, what? And then Shorty was driving in her dad's, was that a Mini Cooper Bug? Gucci, his old Gucci car. Now, you know, the fact that Pastor Jamal Bryant has a Gucci car with the Gucci seatbelts, I'm just like, idol worship, y'all remember? But you know, let me stop that because I actually hate when let me not say heathens. I actually hate when people try to do that. They pick like one piece from the Bible and then tell you why your life is all wrong, as if we all haven't sinned. Come on. But no, Brother Jamal, you need to come. Pastor Jamal, you need to come and teach this girl because we can't lose Giselle. Okay, now let's dive into the moms. And there were plenty. We had Ashley's mom. We had Candace's mom. We had conversation about Mia's mom. I mean, we saw Giselle as a mom. But there were a lot of like external, you know what it was? It was a lot of external family members because we also had Uncle Lump. I was going to say Professor Lump. We had Ashley's brother, who I don't know if we've ever seen before, her cousins, right? We saw a lot of external family this time, so I like that. But let's go into Mia and her mom. That storyline is also very, very interesting. First and foremost, Mia never told us her age, and I've been trying to figure that out. But she did tell us that she has a brother and a sister and a brother. They're twins. Her brother is 8 years older, and then the sister and the brother are 7 years younger, if I have that correctly. And her mom lives with the sister. The brother is married, the other brother is married, but the sister has a kid, but she's not married, so the mom has moved in to help her out. And if you recall in previous episodes, Mia made a comment. I always call that woman Wendy. I don't know why I get them confused. Mia made a comment and said, oh, mom doesn't want to come over because she thinks I have everything going on in life, but she doesn't understand that I need my mom. I think we saw the preview for this at the end of this last episode. I think Mia's mom doesn't know how to fit in. There is such a disconnect in the class that she just feels uncomfortable being around Mia. And she doesn't feel like there's anything that she can actually do. Right? Because for a lot of us, especially Black Americans, for a lot of us, our parents' responsibility was to provide. They were always working. They would, stay at your job, stay at your school, stay at this one job for 40, 50 years and don't leave because it allows you to provide for your children. And that's the mentality that Mia's mom had. So when she couldn't provide for her, right, she gave her up for, not adoption, but she was in foster care. I think that's still living today, where Mia's mom sees that Mia has everything that she needs, and Mia's mom doesn't think that there's any help that she can provide because there's no monetary help, there's no extra time, there's no nothing that she needs. But the sister, who is a single mom, who's raising her child on her own, who isn't married, that's something she can relate to. So she sees that and she's like, oh, I know that. Oh, I can relate to that. And I know what she's going through, so I know exactly what it is that she needs. But she doesn't know that for Mia, so she just backs away. When really what Mia needs is a mom. She needs the love of her mom. She needs the love of her dad, which is probably why she married an older man too, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, let's talk about our next mom. Everyone's favorite, maybe least favorite mom is Dorothy. Did y'all notice? Hold up, did y'all notice? Sister Dorothy came with a whole hair and makeup this year. Our good old girl Dorothy came back with a whole new face. There's definitely Botox, but I think there's some cheek fillers. There's definitely these line fillers here, up here. Dorothy came with a whole new face. This is Dorothy's show. Do y'all not realize that? Anyway, Candace, I'm sorry. Stop being in Dorothy's light, okay? Dorothy came over the house and said, oh, so this is the sofa that you're using for the living room? This looks like a first apartment sofa. Oh, this is how you want to do your pillows? No, let me show you how you're supposed to do them with the old school method. A brand new face, but same old heart. Because Dorothy does not play. And Candace, you are your mother's child. But now let's move on to Ashley and her mom. Well, really her mom, her father figure, her aunt, her entire family was really there. And I really love to see that. I love to see Ashley with her, it sounds bad saying humble beginnings, but like normal beginnings. Because this whole Michael Penthouse, 61 in real estate, trying to figure out what to do with his money is abnormal. And you know, Michael ain't slick, because Michael is like, oh, I want to get into the movie business. Oh, how can I get my wife to say yes? Oh, girl, you can be an actress. You can star in these. It'll be just fine. He knows Ashley loves to be in the light. That's why she's on this show, and she loves it. So he's like, let me feed her. Remember when Ashley and him were doing the restaurant together? Ashley needed a job. She needed to feel a part of something. When that went down, and I didn't even need that flashback. I knew exactly what they were referring to. That black and white DVF dress, we all know. But remember when that happened, Ashley didn't have anything to do. So what did Michael do? He said, let me get her off my back. Now you have the role of mom. Not once, but twice. So now he's like, how can I get her a part of this? Oh, I'm not giving you any more kids. But I will give you, look, now we can be a part of this. You can be an actress in this so that you don't have to have your hands in the day-to-day and I don't have to really answer to you. Technically, you'll be working for the company. But I do like Mia and Gordon G's comment when he was like, there's no turn off. When do you turn that relationship off? Even for Candace and Chris, right? If that person is with you all the time, if you guys are in business together, when does business stop? Because it's not going to stop in the bedroom. And then do you carry that over? You're angry because something happened over here, but then you guys are perfect at making decisions in the household. Like, it's always going to be something. So I really like the way that Mia and G did it, where she was like, yeah, it was your business. You helped me to grow into it. You were advising me. You don't have a say. I'm my own woman. I am not reporting into you. You advise me on how to do all this. You're here to help when I go into certain situations, but it's never a I work for you, you work for me type of situation. And I think that's where Candace and Chris have their issues, because I remember at the table, and I said this, Candace said, well, technically, you work for me. You know, I was going to like lead into, I wrote in my notes, I put the Karen and the Wendy Candle situation in here because Wendy thinks that Karen is like a mother figure and a mentor to her. That don't really apply. All I'm gonna say about that part is Karen is shady without being shady, or maybe she does know. Oh, my 3 wick is for a larger area. Her 1 wick is for like a small powder room. And then Wendy's whole business plan, she gave a brand statement. There was no 5-year plan. There were no numbers associated. There were no metrics, no COGS, no return on investment, no nothing. This was not a business plan, sis. Like when she said Google, I'm like, what did you Google? Because we need to tell them that that should not be at the top of the search. I can't imagine you went to page 8 to find this as what a business plan is. This is incorrect. Okay, let's talk husbands. I realized that I like moved on and talked about Chris a little bit and Michael a little bit, but let's talk about Robin and Juan. I actually loved this episode with them, right? We go back and forth on like, does Juan want to be here and all that stuff. We know he proposed to her, so he's in love with her. But this episode just like reiterates it for us. So I love to see them on the same page. First of all, I'm sure they're in business together with Embellish, so that's why she brought him along, not just as like a supportive husband, but also a business partner. I love the warehouse idea. I love that he was sold and he was supporting her and walking her through it. Did Robin say she makes $60K in a week from Embellish? Or that's what she's netted thus far in a couple months? What did I hear? Because it didn't make sense. I feel like there was an edit there. I also love that when she walked in, I love that Robin and Juan can joke about their relationship. Oh, this is my ex-husband, new fiance. Like, sir. And then we saw the supportive side of Juan, unprompted by Robin, because we also saw Juan, supporting her based on Robin's life coach and pushing her forward. But even before that, Robin is scared, right? You can see that she's worried. And one, scared money don't make no money. But two, Juan was like, yo, Robin, you got to stop that. You're holding yourself back. Think big, Robin. Like, he was in her corner like, yo, think big. And we love that. That's what a partnership is, right? If we're going to grow together. I'm going to motivate you. You're going to push me. It might happen at different times, but that's what I'm here for. But in terms of the other kind of motivation, I love that Robin circled back to what her life coach said. And she was like, look, I like when you motivate me. I'm all about it, but you got to put this whistle down. Okay? She was like, I need you to be a little softer with me. And he blamed that. Like, he was like, you should have had a daughter if you wanted me to be softer, which was cute. But even though he joked with that, he was like, I got you, don't worry. And I always said that. I said we, right? I always said that. Once Juan would have watched this episode over again, he would have realized his faults and he would have realized what was actually hurting Robin. And I knew he would have just like turned around. But I think because he's so tough, because they're so very like, he's coaching, they have 2 sons. Robin is often not as emotional. Sometimes he says things to her that he doesn't realize might affect her. He talks to her like maybe one of the guys. But at the end of the day, she sometimes needs to be spoken to a little softer than you would in the locker room. And I think Juan realized that. Okay, let's move on to Candace in this video shoot. And I put the heart on because, I want to be here for Candace. But actually this episode, I didn't mind her. I actually enjoyed her. The choreography, I was so happy for little Candace. She said she wasn't a trained dancer. We believe it, but she was really picking up on this. And we saw in past episodes, she was learning from the laptop. I'm just proud of her for this moment. And again, I really am not mad at this song. It's so weird coming from Candace. Okay, but let's get into this video shoot because there is a lot to say about this. And clearly this is the peak of the episode. First of all, there was a 5 o'clock call time. Yes, ladies, the models do get there before the talent. And you, my friend, you are not the celebrities. I know you're not used to being there first, but that's what you are. This is about Candace. So you may have to wait, yes. And Chris pulled up like 4 hours. No, I'm lying. Chris pulled up like an hour and a half later, right before the sun was about to set. And he pulled up in his apron. He was trying to do that to make it look like I'm just coming from work. Look how hard I'm working. Look, I left work right away, sweetie, to come to this video shoot. Sir, your work is in your house. You were already home. All you had to do was take that off and either change your clothes that were like right in the drawer next to you. It was for aesthetics. Like, I came right after my cooking session. Right here. I heard that there were no cars, but I got here and I saw that there were cars, so it's okay. Chris, you saw the cars that were there. Did it look like those were the cars that you ordered when you talked to Shorty the day before or that morning? You didn't even know that? You didn't even know that was Karen and the other girl's car? Okay. Also, Candace was like, oh my God, he's so mad. Candace loved that little moment. You saw it in her. Wendy had the best outfit, but Wendy and Mia showed up looking very similar, very on brand. Like that was what they were supposed to do. Like hot racer, drag race girls. Like good job. I don't know what that visor was that Giselle had on, but I'm just really proud that she did not have anything that was glittering and gold. She did a great job. But our girl Dorothy, who wants to sit here and tell us that she's only 54 with like a 35, 36, 37-year-old daughter, came up looking like she was going to a PTA meeting. And like, sis, I know you got the Botox, the facelift, and all of that. You trying to tell us that you had Candace at 16? Not with this bougie mentality, this bougie stuff that you be acting. No, ma'am. You are closer to Karen, and it's because of that. Also, I love when she started talking mess about her son-in-law, that Karen was like, oh, no, come over here. Like, Karen was like, we don't need to be doing this in front of everybody. This is your daughter's time. Let's not talk crap about her son-in-law here and get her even more upset. And then Mia was just asking if Chris was Mia asked if Chris was on payroll to messy woman over here who has issues with her daughter, money, and her son-in-law. Are you gonna bring that up? But then Wendy brought it to Candace the day of her shoot in the midst of her being so stressed because the sun is going down. Her cars aren't here. Her manager isn't here. So then Wendy is throwing this extra added business on. That's messy. But I love that Giselle was like, well, what's the answer? Because I was wondering too. We all were. But the video did end on a positive note. I really love to watch Chris watching the video and have a genuine smile on his face. Like, he was proud of Candace. He was proud of the work that was put in. And he was just living in this moment with his wife, despite her knowing who her audience is and saying, you know what? I need a black love interest because I know who my audience is. Yes, I love this white man, but I know who it is. Yo, did y'all also hear Robin was like, oh, that's the love interest. I just need like 5 more inches. And Giselle said, it's all the same when he lays down. Okay. What passed this way? Pastor Jamal, yep, on brand. All right, y'all, but there you have it. Episode 11 of season 6 of the Real Housewives of Potomac. With me, your girl from Rizzo with Love. Again, if you did enjoy this, make sure you come back next week. An easy way to figure out when these drops is to subscribe. Do not forget to like and comment. Next week, I think we see the salad tossing, like the actual meaning of that, between Mia and Candace. We did see the little social media beef that they have where they talking about each other's feet. Like, y'all, I can't / I live. All right, y'all, I'll see you next week. Just know that everything that I have said has been from Rizzo with Love. Bye, y'all.